Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtaketips.com. Well, in our last video we downloaded some blog post templates that were free from the Elegant Themes site here. And we made this page. Really easy to do. But you can also use these for products. If you've got a WooCommerce site with products, you can use these templates on that. And I've done this on this page here. I've used one of their blog templates to create a Masonry product layout, which is pretty cool. You can roll over it. I've created a little hover effect there. Of course, if you click on the little arrow there, it's going to take you to the product and they can purchase it. Here's the product page template we did the other day. So let's get started. I'm going to create a new page and we'll give it a name, product template, whatever you want to call yours. And of course, we're going to use the Divi builder for this today. Okay, what we need to do now is go to this site here, elegantthemes.com, who make the Divi theme, and download the free templates. If we roll up to the top of this page, and you'll find this URL down below the video. We roll back up to the top. They've got a little menu up here. Obviously, you can preview them, have a read of the page. There's some good stuff here. If you want to download them, hit the download 16 blog loops. Now, you may have to put in your email address. I've already put mine in here and hit the download files button. It's going to download it to your default download folder. Once it downloads, you're going to have a little zip file, something like this. You're going to need to right click on it and extract it. I'm going to hit extract here. And it's going to give us two folders. We've got pre-styled here, which, as it says, are already pre-styled, or we got default, which will take on the styling of your global settings for your site. I'm going to use the pre-styled one today. If we go into these folders, you'll find a list of JSON files. And they've listed them 1 through 16 here. If you want to download them all in one shot, you can load this one to your library. We'll be doing that in a moment, loading stuff to the library. So we take a look back at this page here and go to the previews. We can select whatever blog loop we like the look of. I'm going to use this one today, number 9, and import it. To import it, what we need to do is go down to our dashboard, go down to Divi and Divi library. Now, I've already imported mine here. Let's get rid of that. We'll trash it and we'll re-import it. I'm going to go up to import and export. I need to hit the import tab right here where it says no file selected. I'm going to take my JSON file that I want, number 9 I chose. I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to drop it where it says no file selected there. Or you can hit choose file and browse to your download location if you want to. I'm not going to check import presets. I'm just going to hit import Divi builder layout. And there it is, back in our little library there. Now, if we go back to our page, we can either go to choose pre-made layout, or if you're using an existing page you want to put these on, hit the little blue button at the top. It'll bring up this tab right here. Again, we're going to use a pre-made layout. Going to go to the saved layouts. Here it is, blog loop layout 9. We'll pop it in there. Great. Now, one thing you might notice is there's nothing up here. Now, there's a reason for that. This is actually, if I go into one of these loops here, which is actually in the column, so if we go to the green tab for the row, they've kindly called it loop here. That's the column that these are sitting in. And at the moment, we roll down to loop. It's looking for posts. I haven't got any posts. I have not got any blog posts on this site. So, of course, there's nothing for it to pull in. So we want to convert this to our products. Now, it's also loaded a subscribe to our newsletter and a little menu thing. I've got a footer on mine already, so I'm going to trash this particular section. I don't want that part. But I do want my products up here. So we've gone into the row, we've gone into the column, which is looped right here, and it says posts right there. What we need to do is get rid of this. I'm going to go down to products, roll down below projects, you'll find products. And suddenly we've got something there. And I'm sure everybody realizes this, but you've got to have created some products with WooCommerce before this is going to work. I'm sure most people realize that, but if you didn't, what that basically means is you've got to have WooCommerce installed, which is a free plugin for selling products, and you've got to have created some products. And if you're not sure, take a look at our Divi e-commerce videos. We've got plenty of videos showing you how to do this on there. And once you've got your products, as you see, I've got plenty of products here. I've got them in various categories. So we can choose what we want to display in our little template. Now, if you haven't got any products, it's going to be the same as it was when I loaded the blog post. Nothing's going to appear. And we got a title at the top. If you don't want it, you can trash it. Or if you want to edit it, obviously just click on it. Here it is right here. Give it a title. I've been using a crazy pink color for this site. I guess I'll continue that. You can do that over in design. It's an H2 heading. Here's the color it is at the moment. I'm actually going to paste in my own crazy pink color there. That's already in my clipboard. Great. Now moving on to our little posts here. Well, we want to choose the actual things that we want to display. So again, let's go into the row and into the column, which is loot. Roll down to the loop. We've selected products, but I want, a couple of specific categories. We can do that just down below here. Let's maybe do dresses. As you can see, as we're doing this, they're appearing. Bags, belts, and whatever else you want to put in there. Let's chuck in shoes. At the moment, it's set to display 8. I think I've got a few more than that. Obviously, up the amount to whatever you want. I'm not sure how many products I got there. I'll put in 20 just to see. And once we do that, it's going to extend this nice little masonry thing to 20 products. I've obviously got more than that. There's a next for pagination at the bottom. If you didn't want that, or if you wanted to change the style of it, obviously you can go in here. As you can see, it's targeting the main query, which is going to go on to the next one. That's fine. And if you want to style it over in design, again, here's the font family, and we make it a silly print color again. Great. Well, we've got the products we want now. We want to go in there. That's fine. I'm happy with it to have the title up there, but I really don't want the date. I think I'll just have a price there. And there's another box. If we look in wireframe mode, it'll actually tell us exactly what's going on. Over here, wireframe view, back end view. Here's our group module. Here's our top text, which is the date, which I really don't. I'm going to replace that with the product price. So if we go up here to dynamic icon, left click, product current price, perfect. And this second one, see what's in there. We'll click on it. Make sure we apply that last one. And this second one, we could probably get rid of that, put in a sale price. I think I'm just going to get rid of it. All I really want on there is the price. So let's actually do that. I'm going to hit the little dots. I'm going to hit delete text. If we go back to the front end there, we should just have our price down there. Perfect. Shoes are very cheap there. But I want to make that price a little bit bigger and perhaps our crazy pink color. And again, you can just go in there. If you have trouble, go to wireframe mode. Just click on it when the little X appears, or cross, I should say. We're in there now. Let's go over to design. Roll down. Here's the color itself. We'll change it to that crazy pink. And let's up that a little bit in size. Let's say 22. Obviously, design's it entirely up to you, but you can get some lovely layouts going. That's going to work for me. We've got an overlay, which is probably on the column where it's pulling in the featured image of the products. A little bit dark for me. I want to lighten that up a little bit. So if we go into the row and the column again, I'm pretty sure that's in the background of that column probably. So we're in the row. Here's the column called loop. We've got a color there. I'm not using that. They've got a gradient, and that's the overlay that we're looking at there. For instance, if I trash it, it'll just be the image, as you can see there, which is not going to work. Let's undo that, Control Z. But I want to lighten it up a bit. So I'm going to go to our top one here. Just click on it. Here's the opacity slider. If we take that down to the left, it'll lighten it up a bit. Let's take it down to maybe about 50%, something like that. That's better. You can see those images a little bit better now. I'll leave the bottom one as it is. But when they hover over it, I want to pretty much take that away. I still want to be able to see the title. So what we can do is we can go up to the top here, where there's a little computer type icon, hit the hover, and we can have different variations for hover state. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our top one here. I'm actually going to take the opacity back up so it darkens it down a little bit more. I'm going to go into the bottom one. I'm going to take the opacity pretty much all the way down. So that top one's still letting us read the classic shoes and the price there or whatever it is. And obviously adjust this to your taste. Now, if you want the light bit to come up a bit further, less of a gradient, I quite like that because we can read everything and see the images nicely. But if you did want to adjust it some more so it's darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, pull the light one up and it'll give you more light at the bottom half of the picture. And if we take the darker one down, it'll give you more darkness at the top. Something like that. I quite liked it how it was, but I think I'll leave it like that. You can read the price and the title when we hover over it and yet see the picture as well. So I think that's going to work for me. One other thing I want to do while we're in this column and the loop here, the price that we've put in there, let's just click on there. We're in the text. We want to make sure that we're on desktop state over here. Here's our looped current price. If I click on it, we can check the settings. What I actually want to do is put a $sign in the before up here. There, we've got a little $sign in front of our products. We'll hit apply, and I'm pretty happy with the way that's shaping up. Let's have a look on the front end. We'll save our draft up here. And we'll preview. And there we have it. We've got a nice little products page. When we hover over, we've got that different gradient coming in with a little hover effect there. But from a little blog layout to a nice little product layout, that worked very well. That's great. I guess we better check one, make sure these are going to work. Hit the little arrow. It should take us to where we want to go. Style belts. There we have it. Perfect. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plenty more videos coming. Don't forget you can download all of these or whichever ones you want from the Elegant Themes site. Links below the video there. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.